Introduction of Computing. Introduction. This module introduces the basic of networking, which is essential of managing servers, ensuring services run smoothly, and troubleshooting issues. It covers key concepts as what a network is, its purpose, advantage and disadvantage, common networking device, internet reload terms, internet technologies, and World Wide Web, proper online etiquette, and the process of uploading and downloading files.
Tinuturo nito kung ano ang network, gamit at kahalagan nito, ang mga benepisyo at limitasyon, mga karaniwang devices at terminong kaugnayan ng internet, teknolohiya ng internet, World Wide Web, tamang asal sa online at proseso ng pag-download at pag-upload sa files. Learning outcome. By the end of this module, student will be able to discuss networking and its purpose, list and identify networking devices, define different terms related to the internet, explain the concept of internet technologies, demonstrate how computers are connected to the internet, demonstrate the ability to create and use the World Wide Web, discuss and apply internet etiquette, and demonstrate the ability to download and upload the variety of resources from the internet. What is network? A network is a system of interconnected computers, devices, and communication tools linked through data communication. This communication allows the components to work together, whether they are close to each other and far apart. Data communication is what keeps the network functioning. Ang network ay isang sistema ng mga magkakakonektang computer, device, at communication tools. Ang mga ito ay pinag-uugnay ng data communication upang matulungan, malapit man o malayo sa isa't isa. Ang data communication ang dahilan kung bakit gumagana ang network. Definition of computer networks. A computer network is a collection of computers and devices, like printer and scanner, connected together via communication devices and transmission media. A network connection two or more computers using different technologies, either peer-to-peer or client-server. It allows computer to share resources and exchange information effectively. Ang network ay nag-uugnay ng mga computer upang ibahagi ang resource ng impormasyon gamit ang iba't ibang teknolohiya tulad ng peer-to-peer o client-server. The following are the potential needs for computer networks. Information exchange. To exchange the data and information between different individual users, it's necessary to interconnect the individual users' computers. Information exchange o pagpapalitan ng impormasyon. Nagbibigay dan ito ng mga users na nagpapalitan ng mga data at impormasyon. Resource sharing. The cost of computer has come down, however, the cost of a laser printer, bulk storage, and large enterprise software remains high. When computers are interconnected, there is a possibility that users connected to the network may share the above-mentioned resource. Information exchange o pagpapalitan ng impormasyon. Nagbibigay dan ito ng mga users na magpalitan ng data at impormasyon. Pagbabahagi ng resources. Kahit bumababa ang presyo ng computer, mahal pa rin ang equipment tulad ng printer, storage, at enterprise software. Sa pamamagitan ng network, maaring ibahagi ang mga resource na ito sa ibang users para makatipid. Client/server. The client or server model is a relationship where client program requests a service and the server provides it. While it can work within a single computer, it is the most important in network as that it allows programs in different locations to communicate and work together effectively. This model is widely used in computer transactions. Isang modelo kung saan ang client ay humihingi ng serbisyo mula sa server. Mahalaga ito sa mga network para matulungan ang mga programa sa iba't ibang lugar tulad ng pag-check ng bank account. Peer-to-peer. A peer-to-peer or P2P network is created when two or more PCs are connected and share resources without going through a separate server computer. A P2P network can be an ad hoc connection, a couple computers connected via universal serial bus to transfer files. Peer-to-peer o P2P. Ang peer-to-peer o P2P network ay isang uri ng koneksyon kung saan ang dalawa o higit pang computer ay direktang magkaugnay upang magbahagi ng resources nang hindi gumagamit ng isang hiwalay na server. Maaari itong maging isang ad hoc na koneksyon tulad ng pag-uugnay ng ilang computers gamit ang USB para sa paglilipat ng mga file. Advantage of networking. Easy share of data. With the help of networking, it is very simple to share all formats of digital data from one computer system to another, irrespective of their geographic location. Next, easy sharing of hardware resource. With the help of networking, it has now become very simple to share the expensive sources including storage space, processor, fax, etc. Next, easy sharing software. Through the networking system, it's easy to share and install the software from one computer system to another computer system. Next, easy to decentralize data processing. Through the networking system, it is very simple to decentralize the data processing system. It ultimately helps to control, secure, and manage the important data. And the last, the easy communicate with. With the help of networking, the communication system has now become highly efficient, frugal, and fast. The different modes of communication are text chatting, video chatting, emails, and etc. Advantage of networking. Purchasing the network cabling and file servers can be expensive. Next, managing a large network is complicated, requires training, and network manager usually needs to be employed. Next, if the file server breaks down the file, on the file service become inaccessible. Email might still work if it's a separate server. The computer can still be used but are isolated. And viruses can separate to other computers throughout a computer network. And last, there is a danger of hacking, particularly with wide area networks. Security procedures are needed to prevent such abuse and a firewall. Network devices. Hardware tools connect computers, printers, and other electronic equipments to a network. They ensure fast, secure, and accurate data transfer with the same network, intra-network, or between different networks, inter-network. Some devices are built into computers, NIC, cards, RJ45 connectors, while others functioning as separate network components, routers, and switches. Network devices. Ang network devices ay mga hardware na nag-uugnay sa mga computer, printer at iba pang kagamitan ng isang network. Tiniyak ng mga ito ang bilis, secure at tamang paglilipat ng data, maging ito man ay nasa loob ng isang network o intra-network o sa pagitan ng magkakaibang network o inter-network. May mga devices na nagkaloob na sa computer, NIC cards, RJ45 connectors, habang ang iba ay hiwalay sa sangkap, routers o switches. Modem. Modem is a device that enables the computer to send or receive data over telephone or cable lines. The data stored on the computer is digital, whereas a telephone line or cable wire can transmit only analog data. The main function of modem is convert digital signal into analog and vice versa. Modem is combination of two device, modulator and demodulator. The modulator converts digital into the analog data when the data is being sent by the computer. The demodulator converts analog data signals into digital data when it's being received by the computer. Ang modem ay isang device na ginagamit para magpadala at tumanggap ng data sa pamamagitan ng telephone, cable lines. Ang pangunahing trabaho nito ay convert ang digital signal o mula sa computer patungo sa analog signal para sa linya ng telepono at baliktarin ito. Ang pangalan nitong modem ay mula sa dalawang salita, modulator o nag-convert ng digital sa analog at demodulator, nagko-convert ng analog sa digital. Types of modem.
Modem can be categorized in several ways like direction in which it can transmit data, types of connection to the transmission line, transmission mode, etc. Ang modem ay maaring uriin batay sa ilang pamantayan tulad ng direksyon, ng pagpapadala ng data, uri ng koneksyon sa linya at transmission mode. Depending on direction of data transmission, modem can be of these types. Simplex. A simplex modem can transfer data in only one direction, from digital device to network modulator or network to digital device demodulator. Simplex. Maaari lamang maglipat ng data ng isang direksyon alinman sa pagtanggap o pagpapadala ngunit hindi pareho. Next. Half-duplex. A half-duplex modem has a capacity to transfer data in both the direction but only one at a time. Half-duplex. Maaari itong magpadala at tumanggap ng data ngunit isang pagkakataon lang, hindi pwedeng sabay na magpadala at tumanggap. Full duplex. A full duplex modem can transmit data in both the direction simultaneously. Full duplex. Maaari itong magpadala at tumanggap ng data ng sabay-sabay. The RJ45 connector. RJ45 or registered jack 45 is an 8-pin connector used to connect device to internet-based LAN. It works with twistor pair cables plugging into sockets on device to enable network connection. Ang RJ45 or registered jack 45, ang isang 8-pin connector na ginagamit para i-connect ang mga device sa mga internet-based na LAN, local area network. Gumagana ito kasama ng twistor pair cables at isinasaksak sa mga socket ng device para magkaroon ng connection network. Internet card or INC speed depend on the supported protocol. Older card reach up to 10 Mbps, while modern INCs support faster connection of 100 Mbps and even up to 1 Gbps, enabling quicker LAN communication. Ethernet card o NIC. Ito ay isang card sa computer na nagpapahintulot na magkonekta sa network. Ang bilis nito ay nakadepende sa teknolohiya kung saan ang mga modernong card ay mas mabilis. A router is a network device that connects multiple LANs and the ISP, transmitting data packets between them if they share the same protocols. It also both signals during transmission, which is why it can act like a repeater. Router. Ito ay isang network device na nagkokonekta sa iba't ibang network tulad ng LAN at ISP, Internet Service Provider. Nagpapadala ito ng data packets at pagpapalakas ng signal. Routing table. A router reads its routing table to decide the best available route the packet can take to reach its destination quickly and accurately. The routing table may be of these two types. Routing table. Ito ay isang listahan sa router na ginagamit para makahanap ng pinakamagandang daan patungo sa destinasyon ng data. May dalawang uri ito. First, static. In a static routing table, the routes are fed manually, so it's suitable only for very small networks that have minimum 2 or 3 routers. Static. Manong-manong nilalagay ang mga daan. Ito ay angkop para sa maliliit na network. Next, dynamic. In a dynamic routing table, the router communicates with other routers through protocols to determine which routers are free. This is suited for large network. Their manual feed may not be feasible due to the large number of routers. Pangalawa, dynamic. Otomatikong pag-uusap ng mga router para matukoy ang pinakamagandang daan. Ito ay angkop para sa malaking network. Switch. Switch is a network device that connects other devices to internet network through twisted pair cables. It uses packet switching technique to receive, store, and forward data packets on the network. The switch maintains a list of network addresses of all the devices connected to it. Switch. Ito ay isang network device na nagkokonekta sa iba't ibang devices sa isang internet network. Tinutulungan nito ang pagtanggap, pag-imbak at pasa sa data packet sa tamang destinasyon sa network.
A switch is a network device that connects multiple devices in a network and intelligently sends data only to the intended device, ensuring faster and more efficient communication. A gateway is a device connects different networks and translates communication so data can flow between them. Wi-Fi card. A Wi-Fi card is a device that lets computers or gadgets connect to the internet wirelessly through a Wi-Fi signal. Wide area network and local area network connects computers in big and small areas. Internet connection, the whole world, while intranet and extranet are private version of it. World Wide Web, let us browse website. Instant message allows real-time chatting and voice over internet protocols makes phone calls over the internet. Real simple syndication, weblog, broadcast, social networking, and chat rooms are online communication tools. Public switch, telephone network, in integrated service digital network, and asymmetric digital subscriber line. RPOP system for transmitting voice data and internet service. The internet is a worldwide network that allows people to connect, share, and communicate through services like email, FTP, Telnet, and Usenet, using connections such as dial-up or broadband with data exchange through downloading and uploading. The World Wide Web is a global information system built on HTTP or Hypertext Transfer Protocol, where resources are accessed through uniform resources locator, stored in a website made of web page and hosted on web service with unique addresses. A web browser is software that lets you access and navigate websites, while a SMTP server sends and delivers email between servers. An ISP provides internet access, and HTML is the coding language used to create web page. A hyperlink is a clickable element that connects one page or resource to other. The DNS translates domain names into IP addresses so browsers can find websites. And the W3C is the global organization that creates web standards to keep
Understanding web
the internet
technologies. This
undefined.
presentation covers essential components of web technologies, including web browsers, internet connectivity, and network devices. Web browsers. A web browser is a software that enables users to access and navigate the internet. This displays web pages and allows interaction with online content. Example dito is Chrome, Firefox, and Safari. Internet connection. An internet connection is required to access the web provided by internet service providers. So, we need internet connection para ma-access natin yung web browsers or Chrome para ma-search natin yung mga kailangan nating switch. Computers and network devices. Computers and network devices facilitate internet access and data communication. Computers, devices that connect to the internet for browsing and online tasks. Ito ay isang device para makatulong sa atin sa paggawa ng mga online tasks. Routers, device direct data between network and manage IP addresses. Switches, connect devices within local network to enhance communication. Web communication process. The process of accessing a web pages involves several steps. Step 1, IP address resolution. The browser requests the IP address of the web server. Step 2. Request sending. The browser sends a request to the web servers for the desired page. Step 3. The server retrieves and sends back the request content. So, nakakatulong ang web communication process para maintindihan ng karamihan kung paano ito gamitin. World Wide Web. The World Wide Web is a system for accessing and sharing information over the internet using hypertext transfer protocol. The World Wide Web has transformed communication, making vast amounts of information accessible to anyone. So, World Wide Web ay pwedeng gamitin ng lahat. Dito, pwede kang kumuha ng mga informations na kailangan mo. Evolution of the World Wide Web. Timothy Berners-Lee at CERN invented the World Wide Web in 1989, providing a framework for information sharing. World Wide Web architecture. The architecture of the World Wide Web is structured into several layers. These are user interface, application layers, protocol layers, network layers, and physical layers. Identifiers and character set. Uniform Resource Identifiers or URI is used to uniquely resources on the web, and Unicode makes it possible to build web pages that can be read and write in human languages. Syntax. XML or Extensible Markup Language helps to define common syntax in semantic web. Data interchange. Resource Description Framework or RDF framework helps in defending core representation of data for web. RDF represents data about resource in graph form. Taxonomies. RDF schema or RDFS allows more standardized description of taxonomies and other ontological constructs. Ontologies. Web Ontology Language or OWL offer more construct over RDFS. It comes in following three versions. OWL Lite for taxonomies and simple constraints. OWL-DL for full description logic support. OWL for more syntactic freedom of RDF. Rules. RIF and SWRL offers rules beyond the construct that are available from RD, RS, and OWL simple protocol, and RDF query language is SQL-like language used for querying RDF data and OWL ontologies. Cryptography means such as digital signature for verification of the origin of sources is used. User interface and application. On the top of the layer, user interface and applications layer is built for user interaction. WW operation. The World Wide Web operates on a client-server model facilitating access to web content. So, may mga step para ma-access ang web content. Step 1. User input. The process begins when a user enters a URL in a web browser. Step 2. IP address the request. The web browser requests the IP address corresponding to the entered URL. Step 2. IP address the request. The web browser requests the IP address corresponding to the entered URL. Step 3. Sending request. After obtaining the IP address, the browser sends an HTTP request to the web server. Step 4. Server response. The web server processes the request and retrieves the request web page. Step 5. Displaying the page. The browser receives the web page and display it in the user's window. Enhancement in web development. Ongoing efforts aim to improve user interface, technology, and architecture of the web. Future. The web is evolving rapidly, impacting various fields such as commerce and marketing. Yung web, parang nag-upgrade siya. Like yung marketing. Pwede ka nang mag-market online. Like mga Shopee, ganun. User interface. Focus on enhancing the presentation of 3D information of the web. Technology. Enhancement in privacy and security are being prioritized. Architecture. Significant growth in web usage is prompting a need for architectural improvements. Internet etiquettes. Internet etiquette or netiquette comprises guidelines for effective and respectful online communication. So, netiquette, dito pumapasok ang respect. Sabi nga nila, think before you click. Key principles of netiquette. Effective communication techniques are essential for maintaining professionalism online. Like short messages. Keep messages brief and to the point. So, kailangan short lang siya para hindi tamarin yung sinendan mo ng message. Spell check. Activate spell check feature in your document to avoid spelling mistakes while typing. Mixed case. Avoid using all caps. Use a mix for readability. Additional guidelines. Following certain conventions can enhance clarity and engagement in communication. Carbon copy. Use carbon copy for include relevant parties without overwhelming recipients. Naming conventions and abbreviations. Proper naming conventions and careful use of abbreviations can improve understanding. Include your name at the bottom of every message you send. Try to avoid sending files larger than 2 megabytes. Avoid forwarding unwanted message as well as the message that do not belong to you.
Send button. As you cannot change anything, mail what it sent, think twice before you hit the send button. Check whether you have conveyed everything in a formal language before hitting the send button. Send button. Once you send an email, you cannot change it. That's why it is important to think carefully before hitting send. Before sending, make sure you have written everything clearly. Your language is formal and polite if it's for official use. In short, the send button is the final step to deliver your message, so review your email before clicking it. Email operation. Here, we will discuss the operation that can be performed on an email. But first of all, we will learn how to create an email account. This section explains how to create an email account. Example, using Gmail. Step to create a Gmail account. Number 1. Go to gmail.com and click on create an account. Step number 2. A form will appear where you need to fill in details like name, desired email address, password, birthday, gender. Step number 3. Click next step. 4. You may also upload a profile picture, optional. You can skip and do it later. 5. A welcome window will appear. Click continue to Gmail. 6. Now your Gmail account is ready and you will see your inbox for the first time. Key points. Gmail manages the mail into 3 categories, namely primary, social, and promotion. Gmail automatically organizes emails into 3 categories, primary, social, and promotion. Gmail separates your incoming emails so that important personal messages go into primary. Update from social media like Facebook or Instagram go into social, and advertisement or offers go into promotion. This helps keep your inbox and easy to manage. Composing and sending email. Before sending an email, we need to compose a message. When we are composing an email message, we specify the following things: sender address into field, CC if required, BCC if required, subject of email message, text, signature. You should specify the correct email address, otherwise it will send an error back to the sender. Once you have specified all the above parameters, it's time to send the email. The mailer program provides a send button to send email. When you click send, it's sent to the email server and a message mail sent successfully is shown. Before you can send an email, you need to compose. Write it. While composing, you have to fill in the certain details like number 1, recipient's email address into field. This is the main person you are sending the email to. Without this, the email cannot be delivered. Subject of the email. A short title or headline of your email. It tells the recipient what the email is about before offering it. Reading email. Every email program offers you an interface to access email message. Like in Gmail, emails are stored under different tabs such as primary, social, and promotion. When you click one of tab, it displays a list emails under the tab. Gmail has a simple screen interface when you can open and read any email you receive. You just need to click on the email to see its content. Primary, personal emails and important message. Social, notification from social media platform like Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Promotion, marketing emails, advertisement, and offers. Replying email. After reading an email, you may have to reply that email. To reply an email, click reply option show at the bottom of the open email. Once you click on reply, it will automatically copy the sender address into the to field below the to field. There is a text box where you can type the message. Once you are done with entering message, click send button. That's easy. Your email is sent. When you receive an email and want to answer back, you don't need to create a new email. Instead, you can just click the reply option. Once you click reply, Gmail automatically fills in the recipient's sender's email address, so you don't have to type it again. After that, simply write your response in the text box and press send. Your reply will be delivered directly to the original sender. Forwarding email. It is also possible to send a copy of the message that you have received along with your own comments if you want. This can be done using forward button available in email client software. The difference between replying and forwarding an email is that when you reply a message to a person who has sent the email but while forwarding you can send it to anyone. When you receive a forwarded message, the message is marked with a character in front of each line and subject field is prefixed with FW. You can forward an email to others by clicking the forward button. If you receive an email and want to share it with someone else, you don't need to write it. Instead, you can use the forward option to send the same email in another person. Forwarding allows you to send the received message when your comments, if needed, to anyone, not just the original sender. Unlike reply, which only goes back to to the person who sent you the email. Forward lets you send the message to anyone you choose. You can also add your own notes or comments before sending. Deleting email. If you don't want to keep email in your inbox, you can delete it by simply selecting a message from the message list and clicking delete or pressing the appropriate command. Some mail clients offer the deleted mails to be stored in a folder called deleted items or trash, from where you can recover a deleted email. If you don't want to keep an email, you can delete it by selecting message and pressing delete. When you no longer need an email like spam, promotion, or message, you can remove it by choosing the email and clicking the delete button. Deleted emails usually move to a folder like deleted items or trash, from where they can be recovered if needed. The email is not permanently removed right away. Instead, it goes into a special folder called trash or deleted items, where it stays for a limited time, usually 30 days in Gmail. During this time, you can restore the email if you deleted it by mistake. After that period, it gets permanently deleted. Email ethics. The term ethics refers to conventional rules of personal behavior. But while communicating via email, we cannot know about the body language and tone of voice, etc. Therefore, set of guidelines for acceptable behavior on email that have been evolved is known as email ethics. Here are a set of guidelines that should be followed while working with email. Try to make your message as short as possible. It will make your message easy to read and understood. Be careful about spelling and grammar while typing message. Use emotions, smile when required. Email address entered must be correct. The subject heading of a message should be clear and descriptive. Follow the same rules as if you were writing a letter or a memo. Sending a message that has already been forwarded or replied by many times may contain many angled brackets. It is better to remove the angled brackets from the message. While sending mails to multiple persons, specify their email address in the BCC field so that the spammer cannot come to know about address of other recipients to whom you have sent a copy. Keep size of attachment as small as possible. Always add your signature at the end of email. Before you send, make it sure everything is fine, because you cannot call back a sent mail. Downloading files. To download a file, click on a hyperlink which will prompt your browser to ask how you want to proceed. You typically have two options: open to view the file immediately, or save file to download it to your hard drive. Once you confirm, the download will start and you can track its progress. Explain it. Downloading files. To download a file, click on a hyperlink which will prompt your browser to ask how you want to proceed. You typically have two options: open to view a file immediately, or save files to download it to your hard drive. Once you confirm, the download will start and you can track its progress. This process is fundamental for accessing files online. Understanding how to download files effectively ensure you can save and manage resources from the internet, and also it enhances your ability to navigate and utilize the internet effectively. Uploading files. When uploading a file, website typically provide an upload button that opens a dialog box. This box allows you to browse your computer for the file you want to upload. Once selected, you click the open button and a progress bar will appear to track the upload progress. Understanding the uploading process is essential for selling files online. By knowing how to navigate the upload interface on various websites, you can effectively transfer documents, images, or other files.
The module provides activities where students practice sending emails with attachment to enhance their digital skills, offers online resources for deeper learning about the computer networks, the internet, and etiquette, and adopts flexible learning using Zoom for live discussions and Edmodo for assessments and online interaction. The module ends with an assessment task through Edmundo to evaluate learning, and it provides a list of reference books and materials to support deeper study and understanding of computer concepts.